So anyway, I just might say something with my guy, and then maybe Ben can say a few things. I'm just going to work on getting this horse to back up a wee bit and try and get a soft feel. I'm just looking for this horse to get soft a wee bit, flex the pole, and we'll just try and reward the try there when he gets a little bit soft. That's pretty good. So I think this guy, his name is Cadbury. Is that right? I think Cadbury. Yeah, I called him Chocolate yesterday, and I got in a fair bit of trouble. So his name is Cadbury, and he is a 3-year-old warm blood cross, I think. Not exactly sure of his breed, and he's been a little bit dull, so I've found it a little bit hard to get him to sort of move a wee bit. And I don't know with how everyone else goes, but I find these guys can internalise things a wee bit, and sometimes you think they're kind of pretty chilled about stuff. They don't maybe show their emotions quite the same as maybe a thoroughbred or something like that. So I've kind of just been working on trying to free up his body. I still find it pretty hard to get him to come off off my leg, so I might sit on him in a minute. I'll see how we go. We've had one ride today, so I'm just trying to work on getting him to maybe shift his weight back a wee bit and move his front end. If he doesn't move, we'll just support it a wee bit. But he's kind of a real nice horse. He seems to have a nice nature. Maybe like a lot of horses that are at home, and I work out of Oxford in North Canterbury, and I pretty much start horses most of the time, and I get quite a few horses in that are, you know, pretty well cared for, and just through the regular handling they get, that's pretty nice there, just through the regular handling that they can get a little bit dull sometimes. And I think the key thing with this guy is just to try, you know, if I had him at home for a bit longer, the key thing would be to get a little bit more life out of him. And I kind of don't really have that trust in the horse until I can really get him to move out and get off my leg. And through a lot of the things we were taught, it's pretty soft there. Good fella. So I'm just going to hop up there soon maybe and see what happens. But I've had the bridle on him, just this D-ring snaffle, for 10 minutes this afternoon, and he kind of didn't really understand it that well, so I've just left it off him. We'll just see how we go here. See if I can sit on and have we play around or something. But he's kind of working out of this. Typically I just do a ride or two in the halter. In case he gets a bit bothered, I'm not going to pull on him and ruin his mouth. I think we were talking about it yesterday. Maybe Ian Francis was saying, and I think a couple of the other cutting guys were saying down there, that one of the real important things for them is to preserve the horse's mouth and its subtleties. And you know, if he gets a bit bothered, he's got a real stiff neck, he's real bracy. And obviously when you get on ride these guys, I like to be able to flex their neck each way and that sort of thing and yield their quarters away. And without that, I don't feel safe. So we're kind of going to work on that a wee bit as well. How you going, Ben? You want to take over a bit? I'm running out of words.
You're not going to get on yet?
You on there? Yeah, I'm going to get on.
Don't get piled.
Eh?
Don't get piled.
No. Well, you carry on, and I'll just have a bit of play around here, see what happens. I said to the guys before, I don't know why we do this job, you've got to be mad. So that's going to make sure that he gets a little bit of flexion there, and he just gets a little bit bothered sometimes. And as I said, one thing I found out about these warm bloods is that they don't seem to show it quite so much. So we're going to see if we can roll his quarters away a wee bit. As I said, he's not too good off the leg, so I'm going to use something else in a minute to help me out. But we'll just see if we can get a little bit of movement. And for me, the most important thing is getting some movement. And I don't really care where he goes, as long as he's not trying to hump me off. As long as he's moving forward, that's the main thing for me. It's all I look for in the first ride or two, is that I can get up there, get some forward. Maybe I can ask that head to come around and for him to get soft. See there, that's quite soft. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's not a lot of weight there. And we were saying today that I think a horse, this is a real bracy side here, so we'll just see how we go. It's not so good, but you know, it's a waiting thing. You can't force this. Putting a stronger bit in and asking and demanding this horse's head to come round when he's so green, to me, would not be fair. Yes, when he understands the lesson, be pretty insistent. But for me, if he can learn to get soft, be okay about having his head in there, and I think you can do some of these things, but not have the horse's trust. It's got to be done the right way. So if I can get that horse to flex his neck and roll his quarters away, so I'm going to support my leg a little bit here. So he gets a bit sticky, so he needs a bit of insistence. So I'm supporting my leg there with my back cinch. We'll just try and walk out again. If I get in trouble, I'm going to attempt to shut him down now. By that I mean just take his hind quarters away, my left leg on, ask that hind quarters to roll away. That's pretty nice there. I don't need to touch him there. So if you're consistent, you're kind, and you've got some feel, and you give the horse a release when he tries, he'll soon start to try and search for the release. Oh boy. Scary stuff, this. So I'm just going to kind of rock around a wee bit, and I like a horse with a lot of mane too. It gives me something to hang on to. I don't like riding bucking horses. I'm not too good at it, so we'll just go with the horse. I don't want to muck around with his head too much. We might try shutting him down again. I'm just going to take a hold of him there. As we were saying before, if the horse doesn't get soft, I don't think you get softness by just being soft. It's a light ask, but man, if the horse doesn't give, you've got to do more. I'll just cruise around, Ben. I don't know if you want to have a yarn or something. Those trying to guide this horse with an open rein, direct rein, let him stretch out. Just try and leave him alone. Whoop, I'll get my stirrup back before we do much more. Pretty good. We're just going to sit down, not do a lot, and see what happens. We'll just see if he can come back. Whew, thank the Lord. That's good. Whew.
Well done. Nice ride.
Just try to get a little bit of back up here. Now I'm looking for that there. I used to release the horse a lot when he's had his head up, and through watching some of these other good guys, I try and get to where he makes an attempt to get off that feel. There's a nice step. You got soft. That's pretty good. There you go, Ben. It's all yours, man. You want to talk? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Ben Longwell, Scott O'Malley and Dan Steers. Just hold our applause until they exit the arena here.